Hey guys, this is Apple Gamer 24/7 here to give you guys a updated tour of what's on my iPhone. I did one of these last summer and I thought just like the what's on my iPad video, I found I might just give an updated look at what apps I have running on my iPhone. So any further ado, let's get right into this. So in case you guys are wondering, I am using a white iPhone 4S on Verizon Wireless. This is a 32GB version. Last year I was using a black iPhone 4 on AT&T. So this year I got a new color and a different carrier, but still is pretty much the same phone. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this. So down at the bottom, just like on the what's on my iPad video, I have my dock, and these are the pretty much used applications that I like to have access at all times. The phone app for accessing the dialer and just random calling people whenever I feel like it, or if I need to. The mail app for checking my email while I'm on the go. Tweetbot, just like it was in the last video, this is a Tweetbot, but this is the iPhone version. It's on a smaller screen. Pretty much does the same thing, has its own built-in gestures, so if you want to see replies to a tweet, you can slide it that way. And it shows you the conversations, but it's taking a long time to load because I'm uploading a new video. But yeah, it's just a different way to view your applications, and I really like this app. It's really handy. It costs $2.99, just like the iPad version. So that is Tweetbot and the Safari web browser. I'm not a big fan of Chrome on all platforms, like I said in the last video, and I do prefer Safari over any other browser on desktop or mobile. Messages for text messages and iMessages, that's the start of the main home screen. The calendar app for keeping track of my schedule and just doing any scheduling I need to do. But most of the time I just use Siri to do it. But for right now I'm using the calendar app. The photos app for looking at photos I've taken with the built-in camera or just glancing through my photo stream on iCloud. The camera app, this is the camera app that you use to take pictures on your iPhone 4S. You can use the back and rear-facing cameras. This is the rear-facing camera. There's us right there. You can see me. Hello. So yeah, that is the camera app. Videos app, pretty self-explanatory. YouTube, pretty self-explanatory. The Maps app, that will soon be replaced with Apple Maps when iOS 6 comes out, but that's Google Maps. I use that a lot on the iPhone if I don't know where I'm going. I can just ask Siri to give me directions to a certain place, and sure enough, it's pretty much dead on. But I can't really use Apple Maps. It's going to have to turn-by-turn navigation. It's going to be a great help when finding places. The weather app, don't really use that anymore. I mainly use Siri or the notification center. It's just a lot more convenient than just opening up the app. Notes for the iPhone, taking a simple note or just telling Siri to note something. I don't really use that here. I mainly use the Notes app on my iPad, like I said in the last video, and also on my Mac. Game Center for looking at Game Center trophies and achievements. If you guys want to add me on Game Center, it is the same thing as my username like in the last video. So if you guys want to add me on Game Center, go ahead. In this utilities folder, this is like the built-in utilities folder that iOS gives you, but I added some more applications to it. I added contacts, basically the contacts app for having all the people that you stored on your phone, calculator, the compass app, voice memos, the stocks app. I barely even use that. If I do, I just use the notification center. Clock app for setting my alarm. Since I'm still in school, I'd like to have an alarm on my phone to tell me when to wake up. Reminders, I use that quite a bit on my iPhone because if I'm out doing something or if I need shopping list, I can just type it in or ask Siri to do it. It's really convenient. As you can see, I do a lot of reminders on my iPhone and mostly from my iPad as well. So definitely reminders is probably one of my most frequently used apps. Remote for controlling my Apple TV and my iTunes library, and my Verizon for checking my data usage and also looking at my bill, and the iTunes Store app. So that's in the utilities folder. Newsstand, no new newsstands in here. I think the iPhone screen is too small to be viewing newspapers or magazines, so I pretty much saved this app for the iPad. The iTunes App Store, pretty self-explanatory. Settings, pretty self-explanatory. The music app, where all your music is stored and how you listen to music on your iPhone. In this folder right here, I have Facebook apps or FB apps, and this has basically all the Facebook apps that are on the App Store. The official Facebook app, the Facebook camera, that's a really cool app, by the way. I really like that app. And the Facebook Messenger. I don't really use that. I prefer iMessage or just the built-in texting app because I find that most people just spam that, in my opinion, the Facebook Messenger, but I prefer iMessage over pretty much anything else. But Facebook Messenger, when I need it, it's always there. Going on my second home screen, I have a pretty minimalistic setup here, so let's keep going. The social app, I got Google Drive for checking my Google Drive and accessing documents on my phone. Google Plus for viewing my circles on Google Plus and just posting to Google Plus if need be. I just need to sign in because I recently restored this iPhone. But yeah, using Google Plus on the iPhone, you definitely check out the apps. Also, a universal bill for the iPad to do any type of like sharing via anonymously and Mario, so it's a pretty cool app. Also, going back into the video, Instagram for taking pictures of Instagram. Use the app a lot. Pinterest for just looking at pins I use on Pinterest. I use Pinterest to share with you guys the stuff I use in my videos and also give you guys like a always up-to-date look on what's on my desk. And also Foursquare. This is cool for just checking in the places and earning points. I really like using Foursquare. On games, basically the same games as in what's in my iPad video. The Mass Effect game, the Jetpack Joyride, Mega Run, Infinity Blade 1, Infinity Blade 2, Evernote, Epoch, Dead Trigger. I like that more on the iPhone than the iPad anyway. Dead Trigger. Diamond Dash, that's a cool game. I play that quite a bit. Draw Something, play that quite a bit as well. And Flick Football and Temple Run. Sorry guys about any background noise if you hear any. In my entertainment folder, I got the Pandora app for listening to music, the my Xbox Live app for controlling my Xbox 360, the podcast app for listening to podcasts. I really like this app. I haven't had too many problems with it. I know a lot of people say it's buggy and everything, but from my experience, I had no problems. One of my favorite podcasts that I recently discovered was This Week in Tech or Twit. This should show up in the iTunes App Store. It's like or iTunes Store rather. It's a tech TV show or a podcast rather that you can listen to or watch, and I think it's pretty funny. It also gives some really good tech news. The Time Warner Cable TV app for watching TV on my iPhone. Also, I can control the cable boxes in the house with that particular app. GetGlue, I did a video on that. You guys can check that out if you want to. Hulu Plus for watching up-to-date TV shows on my iPhone. Block TV for viewing Block TV streams. I know a lot of my friends use Block TV, and then when I'm always not on my computer, I can always hop on Block TV on my iPhone and chat and watch their stream live as ever on my iMac. And Netflix. Pretty self-explanatory there. In this games folder, I got Ski Safari. That's a cool game. I should do a review on that. Samurai vs. Zombies Defense. That's a cool game. Where's My Water, Angry Birds, Seasons, Angry Birds Rio, Angry Birds Space, Bejeweled, the original Angry Birds, Cut the Rope, Dot Line, Dual Jump, and Fruit Ninja. And then the last folder, I got Gravity Guy, Fruit Ninja, Puss in Boots, NFL Football, and Words with Friends, and Field Runners 2. Let me give you guys a quick demo of Field Runners. This is a really cool game. This is fairly new. I saw this on This Week in Tech also. It's like a tower defense game. It's pretty fun. I'll give you guys like a short demo of this. So play. So I guess it's on volume. I have it. My phone on silent. So it's basically this tower defense game. You set up little guns and you shoot the soldiers and earn points. It's just a cool game. I think that's a couple bucks on iTunes, so it's definitely worth the download. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope this video wasn't too boring. If you got any questions, just leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.